Hi guys, so today's video is about a new microphone that Sennheiser just released. This is the MKE 200. It's a small, compact, basically directional on-camera microphone. I've been using it for the past month. I really like it. One of the reasons why I like it is because it fits perfectly on my Sony a6600, which is what I'm using it with right now. It's nice, compact. It also comes with interchangeable cables, which is good because it means you can use it both with DSLR cameras, but you can also plug it in to devices such as cell phones, for example. It does actually come with a little windscreen, but if you want it to be even smaller, you can take that off, and like I said, it's going to be even more compact, except then obviously if there's some really strong wind, you're probably going to hear that. Right now there's a mild, like little bit of wind, but not much, so you shouldn't be able to hear anything. But maybe I'm going to quickly take this off, and here's the windscreen. So now you guys are going to hear basically what the mic performs like in this very mild wind without the windscreen. Now obviously whenever you can, I would say just put this little furry thing on there so you can stop any of that unnecessary wind noise. But anyways, this is how the microphone performs. We're outside, and otherwise it's pretty quiet. Now kind of what I'm testing right now is just to see how directional this microphone is. There's a generator running just a block up the street here in the opposite direction. So now I'm gonna turn around. That's basically where the generator is. So I can hear it pretty well. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up too much. Now we have a dog barking there. So hopefully this quick test gives you a sort of an idea of how the microphone performs when it comes to just picking up the audio from one direction. So hopefully you don't hear too much of the noise here from the side or from behind the camera. All right, racing up a hill here. See if I win or my son wins. Who's gonna win?
Me. I win.
You win? You're the winner?
Yeah!
Now another thing to keep in mind about this microphone is that Sennheiser, in order to keep this microphone very compact, did not include a shock mount. Because the shock mount, any microphone, especially on camera microphones with like a good shock mount, they're going to be a lot bigger because the shock mount itself has to be a fairly big size to basically be able to isolate the microphone from the mount. Just keep that in mind, that if you're ever planning to actually handle this microphone, it's probably not the best thing, or you would have to mount it on a separate basically shock mount. But if you're going to mount it directly to the camera, it's no problem. It does come with a cold shoe mount, attaches well to my camera, and again, it works for what I need it to. Oh my goodness, Woody, you're okay?
Woody is dead, he can heal you.
Woody, wake up!
No, Woody is dead.
No, he's not dead. So my son right now spotted some deer here while we're walking, and this is how I sound. I'm actually right behind the microphone, kind of whispering. And now there's like some generator or something behind me. So anyways, this is how it sounds. I'm obviously not talking directly into the microphone because it's pointing away from me. So now I'm going to do a quick test so you guys can hear how directional this microphone is. So obviously right now it's pointing right at me, but now I'm going to rotate the camera. And now I'm behind the camera, about the same distance, about an arm's length. This is how it sounds. I'm like right next to the microphone, but again behind it. This is from the right side of the mic, and now on the left side of the microphone. Now just as a comparison, this is how the built-in microphone on the Sony a6600 sounds. But as you guys probably already know, you're always better off having an actual mounted directional microphone than using whatever's built into your camera. Especially if there's going to be any kind of wind. Like right now we don't have any wind, but if there was any wind, built-in camera microphones are just horrible with that. And now I'm using the Rode Video Micro, which is another on-camera compact directional microphone. It's actually very similar to the MKE 200 from Sennheiser. It also doesn't require any power. It's fairly small. Now it's not as small as the MKE 200, and part of it is though because it does have a built-in shock mount versus the MKE 200, which again doesn't include any shock mounts. Do you really need a shock mount on a small vlogging setup like this? Personally, I don't think so. I'd rather go for something smaller. And now I'm back with the Sennheiser MKE 200. Now a little tip, if you guys are looking to use the Sony a6600 for your vlogging setup, which like I said, I think it's a perfect camera for a compact vlogging setup. The only thing you want to keep in mind is that because the flip up screen is basically right behind the cold shoe mount, So if you were to mount the microphone there, you would basically not be able to see the screen, so you can't perfectly frame your shots. But there's an easy solution to this, and that's thanks to this little mount that you can attach off to the side of the camera, and that's how I have my microphone mounted to the Sony a6600. It's a very cheap and a very simple to install mount. Once you have it on there, it's kind of out of the way, and it lets you just mount the microphone there. So hopefully this video gives you guys a good idea of what you're going to expect from the new Sennheiser microphone. And also, if you guys are looking to build your own kind of a compact, light and affordable vlogging setup, then take a look at what I have, which is again the Sennheiser MKE 200 mic with the Sony a6600, and I have the kit lens on it, which is again small, compact, light and affordable. As always, all the links are in the description of this video, but even better, head on over to my website at tomantosfilms.com, and over there you guys can find out more in-depth sort of reviews about this camera, some of the higher end lenses I use with this and stuff like that. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter so you always stay on top of all the latest posts I have. Anyways, bye!